Hello, everybody. This is Angel Arts, and welcome to session number 9. Now, for those of you who are watching, you're probably wondering, where is everybody? Well, where's everybody's beautiful faces? Well, we are recording this session just before Halloween, and as a tradition on the campaigns, even before I was doing the campaigns online, I thought it'd be fun around Halloween for all of the players to dress up as their characters and to give them an extra incentive. At the end, we will have all the players vote on who thinks has the best costume, and the highest voted costumes will get bonus XP. So, we wanted to reveal costumes one at a time. So why don't we go ahead and start? Is anyone want to volunteer to reveal their costume first?
I think I should go first because
Okay.
you guys probably have better than me. So let's go. 3.
Okay, that's fair. All right, whenever you're ready, Mikhail, let's see what you got.
3, 2, 1.
Oh,
I'm using
you
my
look adorable.
I'm using my part of my devil costume from when I was 5.
Oh. But you're adorable. I love the shirt.
Thank you. I don't know where I got
it.
it. I just found it on the floor.
Oh, I was surprised you didn't. I was actually expecting you to have makeup at least or something.
I was, but my family is still asleep, so I can sneak into my sister's room and take her makeup.
Okay. Well, I still think you look adorable.
Thank you.
You look so cute. So, are you dressed up? Are you like Logan? I think you'd make a really cool-looking Logan.
Okay. Well, sure. This might be my Logan dress then.
Logan, if Logan was human, then that's what you would look like.
Yes.
Logan is human.
A sweetheart.
Aw.
Cool. All right. Who would like to reveal second?
I shall go next, if that's all right.
All right. Go ahead, Mikey. Oh, so handsome.
That's cute.
No, you're.
I love the bow tie.
Smoke.
And he has a little.
So I believe. So.
Yeah, it's an actual cigar, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, actually, I bought this. This is an actual cigar.
So you're so mellow right now.
Well, it's not what Canada made legal a few days ago, but yes, it counts.
You have to make it last the whole session.
Well, no, I actually lit it up 10 minutes before we were meant to start because I thought, okay, it'd be easier to have it lit beforehand. I'm about halfway through, so it won't last that long, and I don't have any spare ones because they were too expensive.
It looks well. You have it when it counted, so it looks great.
It looks sweet.
Cool. Look very handsome, Mikey. Very Doctor Who.
The bow tie came with a pocket square, but I don't have a jacket shirt to put it in. So
it's okay. Who would like to go next?
I can go. I just need a second because I can't wear my headset and my hat at the same time. So I won't be able to hear you for a second.
That's fine.
Okay. Look at that. Look at those rosy cheeks.
I love the hat. And you've got the freckles. You've got the freckle. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I was actually supposed to have my contact lenses also that ended up being sclera contact lenses, so they actually make my eye seem bigger. But they're a little too much trouble for me to put on, so...
Okay.
It's okay. The freckles are cute.
I also got a whip. It's not an Omni whip, but I got myself,
let's see it.
The actual
Props. Yes.
The actual prop.
Yeah.
Nice. Very nice. All right. And last but not least, Astra.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, that's so creative. Oh, look at you. Oh, wait, Astra, definitely get into the shot as well.
Oh, wow.
My gosh.
Wow.
Wow.
That's really well.
Are you sure
Nice.
you're not the one who should be playing a drag queen?
Oh my gosh, how did you make the head?
I let me.
See, does this work? Did you hear
Yes.
me?
Yes.
So I will send you pictures like of how I did the mask, but I made it with paper and then I used paper mache to cover it up.
Wow.
Yeah, and then I painted it as such.
That is so much effort. I love it.
No
Oh,
context.
Yeah.
Impressive. Well done.
that is so, and I love the head that you made for the as well. That is so cool.
Hey,
All
thank you.
right.
Oh my god.
Well done.
that's so
Well done,
great.
everybody. You all look so cute. All right. And now for myself. So before I reveal to myself, I want you guys to guess who did I dress up as, and just to give you,
Pimp.
you think I dressed up as Pimp? Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Pimp,
full
please.
bikini and all. Definitely. No, I think you dressed up as Qualin or Zadrari. I'm gonna go with Zadrari though.
Qualinator is Zadrari, but you're leaning on Zadrari. Okay.
Jules? Maybe Jules? I don't know.
Jules? You think okay? You think I dressed up as Jules? All right. How about you, Kiwi? Who do you think I dressed up as?
I don't know, because I thought about it myself, and dressing up as a virtue might be a little hard. So
Mhm.
I actually don't know. I'm gonna have to go say Pip.
Pip? You think I dressed up as Pip? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
Oh my god.
Thank you.
Oh, well done, Eric. Well done.
Thank you.
That
I think I look
plumage.
very adorable. And I
Yes.
guess I could be Pimp because I mean I'm all orange, so maybe I'm naked underneath. I don't know.
Maybe.
I probably don't have any. Actually, I'm not wearing pants. So there we go. I'm Pimp or Pimp.
If you didn't tell us, we would
It's a
never
passive
know.
suggestion.
I'm sorry.
Oh, if you didn't tell us, we would never know that you were without pants.
I think we should all just remove our pants so we can all be like Eric. Pantsless
Assumed
section.
you
That's
were
it.
on in the first
For all I
place.
know, all of you have no pants on. For all I know.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, yeah.
There you go.
We agreed that
Okay.
we were going to make a pantless session or something like that. Or maybe
Okay.
we already did.
Oh
Summer
my,
will be the bathing suit session. There we go.
oh my god.
we go to the beach episode and we're all just like, well, we got to turn up in our swimsuits now.
There we go. All right. So for today's warm-up question, if your characters were to dress up for Halloween, Earth Halloween, what would you think your characters would dress up as for Halloween?
Okay, I have an answer for this straight up. I know what this is because I've been thinking about this. Any of you who played Persona 5 know who Joker is. I know what he looks like when he's in costume. Nathan would be wearing that. The long leather trench coat, the nice suit and tie, red leather gloves with the with the boots and flared bottom pants, like straight up masquerade / gentleman thief style getup. And I actually have a picture of that commissioned. I don't know if I'll have it in time for you, but it is there somewhere. So
Okay.
yeah, Nathan would have been Joker.
Okay.
I feel like Dia would dress up as its hot sister, Thought.
I might need a picture of that for you so I know
There
what that
actually
looks
is
like.
a picture of it somewhere. I have to find it though.
Okay. You'll have to send it to us so we have a reference.
So, drag queen clown.
A drag queen clown for Vito.
No. I was,
Oh.
its sister.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I already thought about it since I mentioned. Well, I don't think I actually mentioned, but I was writing some more about Vito's past experiences in at Sarkesh's university, and his roommate was a human theater major. And so his first experience at Halloween was during that time because his roommate felt sad that no one actually celebrated Halloween on Sarkesh, so he decided to dress up to cheer up his friend. And his first Halloween costume was obviously Indiana Jones.
That makes perfect sense.
Okay, that's so cute.
Perfect sense.
Well, I guess that now that that Gimmick has the body, I guess that Gimmick would like to try the costume that Pimp was using.
Yes.
So yeah, to dress up as a clown.
Dress as a clown. Love that. That's hilarious.
Oh, can we ask you for an NPC who?
Oh yeah, sure. Yes, that's a great idea. Pick an NPC and I'll tell you what that NPC would dress up as for Halloween.
Well,
Zdrari?
Zdrari?
Yeah.
Zdrari, let's see. Zdrari always... Deep down inside, Zdrari was, at least as a younger Vorcha, was a little self-conscious about how she looked. Because the beauty standards of the galaxy, based on society beauty standards, were not so kind on the Vorcha throughout, ever since they were discovered. So I think that for Halloween, she always tries to dress up as something that is more classically pretty, just so once she can actually feel pretty. And that's why she's like fascinated by jewelry and spent so much time with Dee at the beginning trying to get good deals on jewelry, because she's thinking if she can't look beautiful, she might as well have beautiful looking things to wear. So I think that she's much more confident now that she's an adult. I think at this point she doesn't care what people think about how she looks at this point. It doesn't bother her at all. But for Halloween, that's like the one time she gets to treat herself and try to pretend to be beautiful. So I think that she would try to dress up as... I was gonna say something like Cinderella, or whenever you have those classic stories where somebody is thought to be ugly or thought to not be classically pretty, and then they sort of blossom into the swan, like your typical ugly duckling swan kind of stories. And Cinderella was like the first one. That, and she really thinks it'd be really cool wearing glass slippers, but she probably would end up finding something that looked like glass but was sturdier than glass, because she's afraid that she would break it. She would break the glass slipper. So that would probably be Zdrari dressing up as Cinderella, looking for her Prince Charming or Princess Charming.
God.
Prince or Princess Charming.
I like that answer. It's pretty sweet.
That's so cute.
Yeah, it is.
And I think that maybe she's dressed up as Cinderella more than once. And I think that during her teenage angsty years, she decided to just give a big middle finger to society by dressing up as Cinderella after her dress was destroyed by her stepsisters. If you remember that scene in the Disney movie where her dress is in rags. And I think she would just dress up as that with trashy makeup, just as life sucks, everybody's terrible, and
Top
you guys, thanks a lot, Galaxy. That's probably what she would have worn back when she was a teenager or something.
So she was into the yummy kawaii stuff.
The what?
Apparently it's like this suit, like this type of depression fashion in Japan, like scary cute or something.
Oh, scary cute. I think what she would go with. Yes, scary.
I can imagine that, and it's actually kind of cool, to be honest. I like that idea.
Yeah.
Okay, so let us rewind a little bit, because I would love to see what Dia was doing on the ship while everybody was running around in Thessia. So
Did Dia steal the ship?
Did Dia steal the ship? Did she go joyriding? If she wants to go to joyride, that's perfectly fine. So basically, I think at this point in in the session, Dia in game has been on the ship for you guys were there from lunch to then you went to Salo's place, so maybe like around 4 hours ish.
Okay.
4-ish hours, possibly longer, but I would say at least 4, maybe 5 hours. So what do you think Dia was doing for those 4 or 5 hours, given that Koalin and Zadriri, I think, are the ones that were left on the ship?
I think Dia probably was like, from what I remember, Dia probably will probably approach Zajiri, and she's gonna be like, "Hey girl, I just want to like get your measurements if you let me."
Is this in Zadriri's bedroom? Is this where you're going, or do you
Yeah.
envision Zadriri to be in one of the common areas?
I think maybe she's like hanging out in the pool station, being like really edgy.
Yeah, we're gonna say Zadriri. We'll say Zadriri is here. Let me go to the map. Maybe she's actually like on the treadmill at the moment. We'll say for right now she's on the treadmill, and she's working up a sweat. I don't know if Vorcha sweat, but she's got like the towel around her neck, and she's doing her thing, and she's clearly very fit. So you come in and you said, "Hey, girl."
Yeah.
All right, without seeming like she's tired or gasping for air or anything, she just turns her head and she's like, "Oh, hey, Dia, how's it going?"
Oh, it's good. I was just like, but I was hoping to expand your wardrobe in the time I have right now.
Really?
Yeah, girl, I have like so much shit in my bedroom. I feel like I can empty it out a bit.
Oh my gods. You
Yes!
would actually let me have some of your clothes, Dia?
Of course, I just need to fix it up so it fits you. That's all.
I'm a little flattered. I didn't think I would actually be able to fit in your clothes.
That's why you wear a corset, my dear. It makes you fit.
Oh. What are you offering? Ooh. I was maybe one of those gowns that has all the little sparkly sequiny looking things on them, or what were you thinking?
That's good. Either I'll use one of my dresses to fit for you, or just make one from scratch.
Oh, scratch. And at that point she like lowers the speed down to cooldown, and she's just casually walking. Still pretty fast though. But she's just gonna cool down a little bit as she's still on the treadmill, and she says, "I would definitely be all for it, although I would feel bad just doing it without giving you something in return or doing you a favor in return."
It's fine, girl. It's fine. I just need something. I just need to be productive for the next few hours, to like get rid of boredom, and after that god awful cringy talk we had earlier.
Ooh, I have an idea, and I wasn't sure if this is a little too out there, but I saw this episode of the Drag Race the other day, and there was this one girl, this one chick. So she had this dress, and it was like all black, but very sexy all black, which would be really cool for me because I don't necessarily want to draw too much attention to myself. I could be like stealthy, blended in the crowd. And then she turned around, and then she sort of ripped, like break away. I don't know what she did, but it like broke away, and then underneath the gown, after she broke it away, it sort of folded down into this big, sparkly, like coral green dress. With all with all the sequins and sparkles on it. I don't know how they did it, but it was like it like folded down.
So you want the tearaway as well?
Yes, I think that would be like super dramatic.
Ooh, oh, you're learning. Okay, let's go get your measurements, my dear.
Have you ever made one of those before?
I made it. I've done a few tearaways during my performances when I felt bored.
Oh, yas, queen. She says she holds up her. Yas.
Sometimes though, I just get lazy and just take off what I'm wearing.
Perfect.
I only have the underwear left. Oh well, it works.
Just give me about 5 minutes. I'm gonna take a dip in the pool just to get rid of all of this. Blech. And then I'll meet you in your room, I guess.
Oh, awesome! Yeah, come over. And so Dia's gonna like scamper off and start getting her supplies ready, her needle, measuring tape, and all that. Um, and it's sort of like has like this like mannequin set up where she can start making the dress around and like hang it up and all
and you're
that.
in your bedroom doing this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. So, after her workout, like I said, Zajuri is gonna take a dip in the pool just to cool down, and while you're in your room, like getting things set up, I'm gonna say that Koalin actually walks by, and he walks by your doorway. Then he comes back and then he peeks into the room with a bit of curiosity, a little bit of curiosity, and he says, "You look like you're a woman on a mission."
It's because I am on a mission. I'm gonna make Sajuri the hottest girl in the world.
Oh, I see. I'm sure she will appreciate that. I have to admit, I've not really been all that great at clothes, but they always fascinated me.
Dia gives like a little, like her eye bone arches, and so she gives Koala look. Do you want me to make you something?
Oh, I don't know. The code dictates that we, you know, do a vow against possessing anything except the necessities. Nothing that is unnecessary. We don't have any possessions that are extravagant or unpractical.
All right, I can work with that. I'll make you something. You'll like it.
Oh, okay. I will admit, before I joined the Justicar, I always wondered if it'd be at all possible to make a Vola suit that was less itchy. These things, they're very practical, but they're not the most comfortable things in the world. I don't know why. Why is it so hard to make these things, I don't know, more movable? It just makes perfect sense. But no, the galaxy seems to think that us Volus are perfectly fine with these suits, and not that I'm bitter or anything. And you can just sense the tension. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Clue, but there's this scene where Miss White is like flames on the side of my face, breathe the heat, and you can just sense like she's just internally so angry and so bitter, but she's trying really hard to like keep her composure. So you can sense that at least before he was a Justicar, there was some residual I don't know, some residual bitterness from Koalin back in the day.
Dia is sort of a little bit flabbergasted at how many insecurities this seemingly Justicar Volus has. So, you know what? So when I look at his suit, does it look like it's more engineering versus like leather work and all that and sewing? Like, does it look like his suit's like?
It's like the Volus version of an Asari Justicar suit. So think what Samara was wearing, but it's for a Volus. And so I think what Samara was wearing was more leather. I don't think it was techie based. But
no, but like for Volus, so because they have to like have special breathing things,
They
right?
do, right. So I think you have a good point. It visually looks like just a car suit, but because of the breathing apparatus that Volus requires, and I think part of the suit also regulates the internal gravity of their bodies because I think Arun has higher gravity or something along those lines, if I remember correctly. I don't know.
It has really high atmospheric pressure, so their suit is
Dicey.
pressurized.
Right.
Mhm.
So a lot of the suit is also an environmental cocoon for their bodies so that they can handle the pressure that's abnormal for them normally. So yes, by design, it kind of has to be techie because of that.
Mm-hmm. That is that's true. So Dia looks at Koval and she's like, I can work up a design for a new suit to make it look nice, but unfortunately I don't have the entire skill set to make sure that if you wear it, you won't die. But
Well,
I can make you a nice undersuit and make it more comfy.
that might be helpful. Ooh.
Think of it like an oversized bra.
A bra. Well, I guess that would make things a lot closer to the other Justicar, to be very honest.
Oh, we'll add a little V-neck too. Don't worry about it. Do you want it to look like a trashy version of Pip? Because I saw how you
No,
eyeing her up yesterday.
absolutely not like that. That's just not me. Although I will say that Pip, it was flattering. He's trying to breathe really high.
Dia is like giving the I'm assuming the Spolus is much smaller than her, so she's giving the
Yes.
Spolus a lot of side eye. Like a
What?
lot of side eye. As she
Why are you looking at me like that? Do I have something on my face?
What isn't on your face? That's the big question. So Dia
Well,
takes her measurement. She just like a little this. Okay, let's start measuring. So is there like a safe way for me to measure you out of your suit?
uh, unfortunately, the only way that you could do that is if we adjusted the pressure. But I am afraid that unless you get into a suit yourself, that pressure would not be comfortable for you at all.
So how thick is the suit? Is it like relatively thin?
I think it's thin enough so that they can move around, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But it does need to be semi-thick so that whatever the science is, I don't know what it is, but whatever the science is in the suit to regulate the pressure on his body can regulate it properly. So interpret that how you will.
Okay. So Dia is going to measure Kovalin.
I'm sure you can find, if you do an extranet search, I'm sure you can find like
Mm-hmm.
the what do you call it? The schematics for a standard koala, a standard Volus suit. So you can probably get thickness measurements from that based
Mm-hmm.
on that.
Yeah. So first thing Dia's going to do is she's going to measure Kovalin.
Mm-hmm.
His arms, legs, waist, chest, all that. And after she's measured out everything and makes a note of it, she's gonna look at him. And so you want the V-neck?
Whatever you think makes me see life seem more like a true Justicar. I just want everyone back at the conclave to take me more seriously.
Dia has like this brief moment where the most evil smile ever appears on her mind and on her face, but she stifles it. And so, do you want frills?
I don't know if that would make the other Justicar take me seriously or not.
Don't worry, I know what's manly and what's not. I'll get you something.
It seems very easy for you, though. It seems like I saw how the rest of the girls in your clan talk to you and speak around you. You seem to be very well respected amongst them. It must be nice to be respected.
I'm respected because I'm good at what I do. I'm the best at what I do, and I take no shit from no one.
See, that's my attitude too. I'm very good at what I do, and I don't care per se what anyone else thinks, although it would be nice if the rest of the Justicar felt somehow the same way about me as well.
Okay, piece of advice. If they don't like you now, chances are they won't like you if I make you a piece of cloth go under your suit.
But it wouldn't hurt, right?
It won't hurt. It'll make you feel comfy. But be prepared for that. I don't promise to create the secret to social anxiety or anything like that. But
so what do you suggest? You seem to be very good at this social stuff.
Well, I when I was like a teenager, it's just the idea that like clicked for me is that I don't really give two shits about what others think of me. And it's like, and after like that realization, I was like, yeah, you know what? I like myself. I like my body for the most part. I'll wear what I want. I'll do what I want to do, which is drag. And yeah, and so like you should totally it probably won't come to you or ever come to you. Well, that's sort of like what me. But if you the moment you have that sudden click, you're gonna feel better about yourself.
I will take that into consideration. Thank you.
Okay, so we're gonna make you a sexy undersuit. Okay, so let me look at this. And she starts like throwing cloths all over her head, and they're like making a mess in her room, trying to get what she wants. And she just like holds it in front of Koval, and she's like, "Yeah, this cloth is good, enough hip size." And she's gonna start sewing, cutting up, stitching together, using her sewing machine, and to start making a little suit for Kovalin underneath, like padding.
He will watch you while you're doing this, and he says, "Wow, you really are good at what you do." Say, just not to change the subject, but do you really think that we would be capable of making it back to my home world in Irun?
Making back to your home world. Well, I like to hope so.
Because if we did, I can show you what us Volus wear normally, when we don't have to be in our suits at our home planet.
Dia sort of gets like this cha-ching moment with her eyes, uh, and she's like, "That sounds good. I need to check out your world's fashion. Maybe I can." Oh, and she's like giggling maniacally a little bit.
Are you researching that?
Um, Dia in her eyes found a really great way to make money in that split second. So,
Yeah.
And as she's like finishing up the cloth after she's like searched up a bit about Vola suits, how they're made, how they're designed, the sizes, and all that, and the best way to fit it. She's gonna like finish. If she can finish it up in the next 4 hours, it's not gonna be too extravagant because who the hell's gonna see it?
Sure.
This is for comfort.
Yeah.
But it's not like ugly or anything. So
yeah.
Makes it, and she's gonna say, okay, if you get the chance, try this on and see if it works.
All right, let's save that for later because I want to get Zaduri in too, and I think that happens first chronologically. So, because Zaduri will be coming back from the pool at this point, so she will also enter your room, and she'll notice that Koala is there, and she says, "Well, this is one person I didn't expect hanging out in your room. I have to admit." "Why do you say that?" She kind of shrugs. "I don't know. I just didn't think you're the dressy kind of person. I have to take some offense to that."
Watch out, Sidrary. He has a few desires. We'll just leave it at that.
"Oh, really now? The only desire I have is to bring justice to this world. That is all."
I suggest you get a silencer on your mouth then. Especially when some hot girl comes by.
I beg your pardon?
Oh, it's nothing, sweetie. She just like pats his head a little, like and she's like, "So, Sajuri, let's measure you."
I am ready. I am your canvas, and you are the artiste.
Yes. And she goes at it, measuring out arm's length, all that. And then after she's got the measurements, Dia's gonna start sketching out a few designs. And she's gonna show Zadreri a few of them. She's gonna be like, "So which one do you like?" All of them are like gowns with different designs. Some of them are a little bit more on the extravagant side. That show off a lot more skin. Others are a little bit more covered up. Some of them are just literally just a bikini and stuff underneath that are like with notes to the side. This will be green and all that. And she's like, so just pick which one you like, and I'll make it for you.
She's gonna take a look, and then she's going to point at one that I'm gonna say there's a gown that has a little bit of frills that almost makes it look rose-like, kind of. Like it doesn't look exactly like a rose, but it kind of reminds you of the rose petals on the flower. And she kind of points at it and says, "This one.
Ooh.
This one looks good just because it reminds me of, well, to be honest, it reminds me of my namesake, or at least the name I gave myself."
Oh, honey.
You know what a Zadreri is?
No, tell me.
My home planet, you see. We don't have a lot of, well, we have plants and stuff, but they're normally very hostile. So a lot like the carnivorous plants on Tachanka, but a lot of them are hostile, or at least not particularly colorful, gnarled things. And, we're kind of used to that. We have very, very few things that I guess could be considered flowers by, I guess, the rest of the galaxy standard. Anyway, the Zadreri is a very rare flower that naturally blooms on my home planet, and it's arguably one of the most beautiful things, at least in my opinion, one of the most beautiful flowers in the galaxy. They don't last very long, though. They only bloom. It's rare to find them, and even if you do, the blossoms only bloom for about 24 hours before they shrivel away. But, I didn't like my original name, so that's what I named myself.
Well, Zajeri, I doubt your original name fits you so perfectly like this one.
Thanks. That's very sweet.
It's just the truth, honey.
Maybe one day, if I don't know why you would ever want to be on my home planet, maybe one day I could show you the preserved Zajuri flower that I keep in my room back home.
That sounds awesome. Yeah, we should totally do that.
I guess you'll continue making the dress. I think Koalin will, he'll step out, let you girls have your girl talk time. And eventually we'll get nearing the end of the 4 hours. We'll say that you have both, at least you'll have Koalin's suit ready to put on, and Zajuri will have like a beer in her hand, and she'll offer you a bottle.
Vodka only, sister. Everything else is hot trash.
I'll mix us up something then. Here, would you like a beer, Koalin? And Koalin says, sorry, I have made a vow of abstaining from alcoholic beverages. I figured, but thought I would ask anyway. Anyway, she'll go and make the vodka, and Koalin, you're gonna offer to tell him to try it on?
Yeah, so go change however you'd like and come back to me if there's something wrong with it. And for Zajeri's dress, Dia's made because like she wants something like black, simple but elegant, and with a green underside, right? And so for the flowers on the black dress, Dia paid very special attention to make sure all the details of the flower were just right. Like the stitching and all that going in a really a symmetrical pattern. So there's lots of details put on the embroidery for the dress and for the tearaway. She sort of made it's like a little like a plant sort of style for the tearaway. From the bottom, which is like a faded green, and goes all the way up into like this into the color of the Zajuri plant. And so she's like, give it a try, see if you like it, if it fits, and then have fun.
Okay. She will go ahead and attempt to put it on, and she will look dashing in the flower dress. And it flows, and this is the one that rips open to show the flower. And when she rips it open, it looks like the flower is blossoming, in the moonlight.
Just to inform you, the virtual home word is called Hestock.
Hestock.
Yes.
Play. That's how I'm envisioning the Zajuri flower looks like. And so it's not, so just imagine this blossom that it like blossoms in the moonlight, and it just opens up like that, and it only lasts, again, for 24 hours. And then it like kind of just shrivels up after that. So use that as an idea of what this dress looks like. Okay? This is... She starts to semi-choke up a little bit, and Zajuri says, this is one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen, Dia. Thank you.
Well, Zajuri, girl, you deserve to wear all the beautiful things. Give me a hug.
She'll give you a hug, and this is when Koalin comes back into the room, and he starts jumping up and down excited. Oh, look at me! Look at me! And he's just kind of jumping up and down. I feel like I'm walking around naked. Oh, it's so comfortable. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! He's just running around like this. I feel so free.
Dia just like gives a giggle. Well, I'm glad you like it. If you need me to make anything else, I would love to. And Kovalin, I'll get to making up a suit for you the moment I figure out someone who's going to do the engineering bits.
Oh, well, this I definitely feel so much better. I think that this is giving me at least a little bit more confidence out in the field. Comfort is people underestimate how important comfort is when you're on a mission.
You don't want to get rashes or anything.
Yes, that can be most distracting.
Well, I'm glad to help you guys out. And and if you guys need me to do anything else, don't be afraid to ask. I'll do it. Yeah.
They will. It'll be at this point that everybody from the Thessia group will be returning back to the ship. Is David? Well, here's a question: is Nathan still hanging out with David at the apartment? Is he coming later, or is he coming with everybody else onto the ship? That's my question.
Nathan is not going back to the ship.
Okay.
Not staying with David either, though. He's left David's apartment and he is currently in that rent a taxi or rent.
Okay.
So.
All right. So let's start with Gimmick in his Asari body and Vito with Pip and Stan.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
So, did Koala know that Gimmick was an AI?
I don't think Koalin ever was told because the code dictates that AIs are not good and against the law.
Yeah.
So he would probably feel obligated to destroy you on the spot if you found out you're an AI.
Yeah, if Nasari came out of nowhere like this, and people like just treated as if it was Gimmick, it would like.
You'll have to figure that out.
Yeah, would be like discuss that before we reach the ship. Or...
realistically, yeah. If you guys want to discuss that amongst yourselves, then yeah, go ahead, discuss that.
So I was wondering, Vito, do you know any Asari? Because I would like to know things about Asaris before, like, pretending to be one.
I myself, I've had a few colleagues that were sorry. I have a few documentaries I could show you, movies about Asari history, if that could help.
Yeah, I think that would be really helpful. But actually, I'm worried about something because I know Colin and I know that Justicars have to follow the code, and I know that AIs are bad, but they aren't really. But the law says that they are bad, so yeah. Do you think that he will be okay if I come back like this? Should we lie to him and tell him that I'm someone else? Or what do you think?
This is complicated, isn't it?
Yeah.
In all honesty, I'm very bad at lying. But it might be safer for you if we pretend, at least for now, that you're someone else.
Well, if there is a chance that maybe we could hide the body while we are on the ship, and or maybe pretend like I don't know. Maybe don't bring it up, and if he asks like play around the the topic without answering it. I don't know. Oh,
Lying by omission. I guess it's less bad than just outright lying.
less bad is not good. Should we ask Dia about this? Oh, what do you think Dia will think about this?
I think she'll be happy for you. It's
That's a nice thought.
it
Do you
is.
think that Colin in the bottom, at least, of his heart would be happy for me too?
Yes.
Stan is overhearing this conversation. He takes out a comic book and he starts pointing at. We're gonna say it's a comic book from a superhero, Solarian. It's a Solarian superhero, and this particular Solarian superhero, he's pointing at a particular cell where he's talking about a secret identity.
Um, well, yeah, I guess that works because superheroes do good things and they they don't lie about who they are. They just have another identity. So I guess it would be nice if I have another identity too.
Oh, what should we call you? What would be your name, at least in this form? If we
Well,
weren't calling you Gimmick.
how are Asaris called? I don't know how names are made or Asari names are made. Shift.
Do you have what do you want to be named? What do you want to be called? Gimmick. Is an Asari.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, I think maybe I need some more time to think about this while we go to the ship or something. This is a really important thing. Maybe we could ask Dia also for an advice.
True. Maybe you could call Dia ahead of time.
If you ever need any ideas, you can always Vito looks a little embarrassed for a moment and pulls out a notebook that has
Yes, I was waiting for you to do that. I was waiting for you to pull that out. Yes.
a notebook with a purple pie jack on it with a little bow tie, and there's on it there's well, amongst all things, there's Nathan's signature on it, but there's also a little sticker that says baby names
Yeah, baby names. I was waiting for that. Yes.
on it. I am lending this to you for now.
You could always go with Gamisha. Just say you could go with Gamisha.
I will take it into consideration, but I would also like to read this book. Thank you, Vito.
No problem. I'm glad it would help.
Meanwhile, Nathan, you said is going where, Mikey?
I actively have a list set up for what Nathan wants to do.
All right. So, what is Nathan? So, give me. I just want to figure out the circumstances of you leaving. So, you're leaving once David is all settled in his apartment.
Yeah. So he gets into this rental car. He's sitting in it and he gets into it to drive and he's about to go back to the ship, but then he realizes there's stuff I'll need to do and I don't know if I really want to do it on the ship. So he jumps back in the car and he will call Jack and see if she is going to pick up.
All right. Yeah. Jack is the kind of person who I think would leave her phone to go immediately to voicemail. So you would have to leave a voice message, and if she thinks that you're worth her time, she'll call you back.
Yeah.
So you'll respond. I'm sorry. The voice message will be something like, "Hi, you've reached the voicemail of Jack. I can't come to the phone, or I'm right here and don't want to talk to anyone right now. So let me know why I should call you back." Beep.
Hey Jack, it's Nathan. I'm on Thessia right now, and I'm just after helping David move into his place. Don't worry, he didn't call me about helping him move in or anything. I just happened to be here. I know that I don't usually call you very often. Mostly, that's my fault. Um, but I just wanted to let you know that uh, I'm currently involved in something that's very high risk, and uh, it's very difficult for me to say this to you, Jack, because I know you're not the very touchy-feely, emotional person. But I have been saying for the last month or two since trivia happened that I've lost what little family I had left, and then I realized that that's me disrespecting you and Kaylee when I say that I don't have any family left. Um, while I don't, I don't think that you really wanted me to view you like that. I always thought you were something of an older sister. You always seemed to try and direct me in a direction that could help myself. And David is living on his own now, and you've helped him through a lot, and you've helped me through a lot, and you've helped a lot of students at Grissom through a lot. And I just wanted to thank you and let you know that if that this, that I that if I do come back from this, you and I need to get together and reminisce or something. I don't know, Jack, but you don't have to call me back. I don't know if I'll even be able to answer if you do, but just want to let you know, Jack, that I appreciate everything you and Kaylee and Grissom have done for me, and I'm sorry that I, didn't keep in contact with you. And he will hang up then.
All right. So you will leave her that message. Meanwhile, back to Vito and Gimmick. Are you guys calling Dia ahead of time, or are you just going to show up on the ship?
Yeah, I think it would be okay to call Dia just to be safe.
So we're going to take it from you guys just shared your hug. Zadriri and you just finished hugging from the dress. Zadriri is going to... That's where you'll get the phone call, I think. Kowalin currently is in the common area, I think.
So Dia's gonna be like, "Oh, sorry, give me a second, Jerry," and she's gonna answer the phone. So like, "Hello."
Zadriri is still going to be in a room in front of the mirror, so she doesn't leave the room yet.
Mm-hmm.
And who does Dia see? Does she see Vito or does she see Gimmick?
Both, probably.
Does it see
Both?
I don't know.
Okay, you're going to see
Depends on-
Vito next to some Asari you've never met before, but they're in Thessia, so that's probably not unusual.
Oh, hey, Vito, and hello, whoever you are.
We have
Hey.
some news. We'll probably explain the whole thing once everyone is back, but we just thought we'd let you know that Salo has helped Gimmick in more than one way.
Wait, what? Wait, no, what does
Remember-
that mean?
Remember how we mentioned about how it could have been a good idea to actually have Gimmick be able to taste, since it was feeling sad that it couldn't eat. So Pip and Gimmick mentioned that to Salo, and it's meet Gimmick.
I'm going to say that Zadriri will overhear this, since Dia didn't ask Zadriri to leave the room. So she'll
Dia-
overhear it, and she'll move in. Wow. Really? No joke?
Yeah, it was really tasty. It was It was really nice. I don't know, but I hope that every time I eat now something it tastes like that.
Dude, just like a little snort. And it's just as she says, okay, besides shock aside, I'm not gonna ask why or how. I'm kind of used to things happening right now. So what did you guys need?
Well, we simply preferred to, call beforehand, just so didn't get really surprised by an Asari you didn't know coming onto the ship. And also because we're not entirely sure we're going to mention that to Koala for obvious reasons.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm going to turn into a superhero. I mean, I want to have a secret identity. That is almost the same, right?
Oh yeah, you definitely do not want to say anything to Koalin. Definitely not.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Dia looks over to see where Kovalin is.
You'll be able to. I guess you'll poke your head out of your bedroom, and you can see down the hall that he's in the common area, and he's meditating the way Samara meditates.
Okay, Dia's gonna lock her door, and she's gonna say, "Okay, so do you already have like a cover story?"
No.
Yet.
Okay, so this is what we're gonna go with. Shias sent another associate of hers to help out. And in Jimmick's old body went with you guys. That's right.
What?
Yeah. So we'll just say Shias sent somebody to help you, and we'll say your name is Indigo.
Alfa Romeo.
Indigo. Oh, there has to be an Indigo.
The lock.
Indigo Deloc? Okay, that works.
Indigo Delac.
That's a
I like it.
sexy name. Do you want that gimmick?
Yeah, I want to read the book Vito gave me, but I think I could go with that.
So let me get this straight. You're gonna be Indigo. So that's gonna be a little confusing because then we could call you Indy, and then Vito is, well, the whole Indiana Jones thing. I think that's kind of cute if we just call you Indy for short.
Yeah, I think that would be nice too.
And out of character, if Gimmick is to look at that book, one of the first name that's in there is
Indy or Indiana? Indy or Indiana?
So it does.
But that's a dog name.
All right. So your full name is Indigo, but your friends call you Indy.
Makes sense.
There we go. That turned out relatively well. So we're gonna see you guys in a few minutes.
But there is another thing. Koala knows a lot about the Asari culture and I don't know anything. What if Koala asks me something or I don't know?
Say you were adopted
Okay.
by
Yeah, I think
Krogan.
that would work.